Hello everybody. It's about going on 9 a.m. and I got off early because I went in early. So I've been up since about, I got up at 2 a.m. So I've been up a long time. So I told you I'd come on here and we'd do some more on these. And I decided we're going to do the little 4x6 some 4x6 cards. And what I've done is I went through my napkins and I found this napkin here and it's got some of the colors in it. So what I'm going to do is on some of these, I don't know if I've got enough to do all of them, but we'll hold these let's do three like this. And what I'm going to do, I've got other napkins here too, and I even pulled this image out thinking it might work. I don't know. I just go on, I go into Google and look for stuff, small pictures. I know that Michelle had put on her challenge request that she likes Besties, and she likes, no, not Besties. Was it Besties? I think so. And the paper dolls, and she likes fairies and things like that. So I went and I found images of fairies, and I actually have them up on the table. And I looked through my napkins and I tried to find some that had the same color. So I gather stuff together like that, okay? Let me pull these down. These are the ATC cards here, and there's another one of, so maybe we could do 4 like this. So I'm going to set the ATC part apart. But you see, what I do is I try to find images with some of the same coloring. Now I know this one's got a lot of green, but it had yellow in it. So what I might do is I might, for the 2 that I utilize these, I might take my backgrounds that I have now and go ahead and add greens to them. Okay, I've got some base colors on there. I can add more color. There's nothing saying you can't add more color just because you've got it cut apart, you know, already. And that way you can make, I can make 2 with the green fairy. These I really cut out more for ATC size here. But then I've got this purple, so I could do a couple purple fairy ones and just add lighter purples to them. You see what I'm saying? So what I think I'm going to do is we'll do 2 to utilize these fairy pictures right here. So what we need to do is we need to add a bit more to these 2 backgrounds. I'm going to use these 2 right here. And we'll come back and we'll look at those fairies again. And I actually have one more fairy that's a greenish fairy. So we'll do 3. Now this napkin has some green in it. Let's see. I guess I'll use these 3. This napkin has some green in it. So we're going to utilize this. The first thing we'll do is we will put some napkin down. And you know what? I should have pulled this apart. Remember to save this part so you can make stamped images on it to do this same thing. Because imagine if you've created your background, then you took this and you stamped some of your stamps on it, then you put it over that, you'd have color in the background, and this would push the color back some and lighten it, but then your image would be there as well. See, I should have done this. Oh, sometimes getting that last layer off is a pickle. And I know that Sherry was having some trouble with it as well on her bags that she was doing. Which, Sherry, I think those bags are really cute. That's a great idea. Oh my, let's see if we can get it in the middle. I just can't seem to get this last layer off. Oh, there we go. There we go. And we're gonna try to get that Mod Podge open again. Or, you know what I might do for this layer? I might use the Aleene's that's got the glitter in it. Let's do that. Let me get that. I'm sorry, I'm down on the floor again. All right, so I've got this, and if you don't shake it up, the glitter sometimes kind of settles toward the bottom, but it's the Aleene's Glitter Decoupage. And it had gone clearance at Michael's, so I bought a bottle, and I'm wishing I'd bought more because it's super cool stuff. So I'll get another foam brush. I buy the foam brushes when they're like super, super cheap, so I don't feel so bad. I just want to see something. See, I'm not gonna quite get, all right. I don't mind that if it goes over the edge. And I don't have any scissors here. I'm not prepared, sorry. Hang on. Coming back, coming back. All right. I'm going to just roughly cut this. I just watched a video that was recommended on Facebook of this 80-year-old man that went to visit his elephant. It was really quite heartwarming. See, I'm not going to quite get enough out of this one napkin, but we might go ahead and utilize these this little pieces on a couple of the ATCs, and then we'll be ahead. In fact, I might come down just a little bit farther. All right, so let's do 2 4x6 and 2 ATCs. We'll do it that way. That'll work, because I think I can get this big butterfly on here. Maybe some of the big and that little guy. Okay, and then this piece we'll just put on this ATC. It's got so many pretty butterflies, it's hard to choose, but I think we'll go like that. All right, so let's apply this stuff, and I'm just going to move one out the way, and I'm just going to glob some right on. I say that, I can get the stupid thing open. Yeah, we're having a corporate visit today for fall tour. Woohoo! So everything had to be pretty. And I did my department, which is scrapbooking, and I did the baskets. I got them all prettied up, and I did a bunch of returns. So it was a fun morning. And I'm just spreading this out because I want to make sure it's going to adhere everything. And you can already see some of the sparkle. Well, I can see it. I don't know if y'all can or not. So we're just going to lay this on here and hope I get it to where it's covering everything. And keep in mind, this napkin is delicate because we're down to just its last layer. So I'm just going to put some globs of this stuff on here. And see how you have the painted background, so it adds a little bit more dimension to your adhered napkin. See if I can pick it up. See how it is? I'm not too worried that I missed that little corner there, because we're going to edge it with maybe some ink or something. Okay, so there's one. Let's do an ATC size one now. And see, each one's going to be an individual simply because you're using different parts of the napkin. And the paint will line up differently too, you know, on your background. And you can add even more glitter. If this isn't glittery enough, let this dry a little bit and then put another coat on, but then sprinkle some glitter down, let it dry, and then put another coat of Mod Podge to seal it in. Okay? Oh, see, now it's sticking to my fingers. We don't want that. Set that one aside, and then I've got this one here. This one's going to be pretty. It's going to have a lot of butterflies on it. But see, then we can set the fairy pictures on top, and they'll have butterflies in their background. Isn't that fitting? So, okay, so we're not doing just the 4x6 like I thought I was going to. We're going to do two ATCs and 2 4x6s, which means I will have an extra 4x6 and I will have an extra ATC that I can share. And the first person that says they're interested will get one. So, first person that says, I want your extra ATC, will get the ATC. And the first person that says, I want the extra 4x6, I will mail it to y'all. Just so you can have it in your hands and you can look at it. So if you're interested in getting one of these, just let me know and I will gladly send one off. And I'm going to be making some more. So maybe we can set it up to where some of us can do some swaps. If, you know, if y'all are interested, because when I do them like this, I always have extra because I'm making more than one at a time. That is way, way more than I needed. But it'll be okay. It might take this one a little bit longer to dry. So we're going to put this on here. Now my mother said something about coming down and she wanted to go thrift store shopping with me. And it would be one day this week. But it couldn't be Wednesday because that's Dad's bridge day. And it couldn't be Thursday or Friday because she has my brother's children. So I was thinking I would see her yesterday or today and haven't heard a word. So, see now I've got to be more careful. I've ripped it. See if I can fold that back up there on there. And we'll just glob it on there. It'll be okay. No frets, no fuss. We'll make this work. Okay? So, let's see if we can dry these a little quicker with, I'd really like to clean that, but I don't. I also don't want to keep y'all all day. This heat gun takes a little bit to get warmed up. You can even edge this with green paint or, you know, maybe some metallic paint would be kind of cool on the edges to tie in some of how greenish gold looking that fairy is. I can see the glitter sparkling as I'm drying these. Once you get it dry, you cut away the excess and we'll go from there. Sometimes I think it's with Mod Podge it's better to just wait and let it dry naturally, but I am trying to hurry this up just a little bit. I'm running out of time to get into Michelle's challenge because it ends on the 13th. So if I get her 4x6 in the mail, it'll just get there. That reminds me, I gotta PM you, Michelle, and get your new address because I don't have it. See, that one's getting dry. When I pulled up into the driveway, the recycling truck was at the head of the street. So I pulled in the driveway, I put it in park, jumped out the car, and took the trash in the recycle bin to the street. Because evidently Scott woke up late this morning and he didn't have time to get it out. What's bad is I thought about putting it out there last night, but they don't really like us to put the trash out until the till the morning that the trash goes. Because they don't want dogs pulling your trash apart and stuff. You know, right at street level. So see how we're doing here. That one's still just a little tacky. That one's a lot tacky. Let's see if I can pick it up and heat from the bottom a little bit. Sometimes, ooh, it's curling with that thought. Let's just go back this way, see if we can get it to flatten back out. There it goes. Just trying to get all those layers of glue down, dried up. And I got washi tape here, thinking I might do something with it too. Sometimes I use it on my backgrounds. I don't know if I will on these or not. I think I have some that's got a little butterfly on it. Or is it a moth? Might be a moth. But it's white, and I'm afraid it would detract from all this beautiful color we got going. See how, pick this up so you can see. I don't know if you can see the glitter on that. Don't be afraid to layer. If you don't like one layer, just put something over top of it. You can even just color, you know, if you don't really hate it, just paint the whole thing silver and start over. That's a trick my friend Gypsy told me about. Her father painted for years, and when you get a house, so you say you've just bought a house and it's got a really dark color on the wall, like our old house had lipstick red in our bedroom. It was beautiful. It took us 3 coats to get it even. It took the lady that bought the house 12 coats to cover. But if she had known this tip, which is paint it silver first, or even a gray silvery color, then your new color will go on with a lot fewer layers. See if I can, uh-oh. I glued it to the paper. It is kind of fun just having someone to chit-chat with, even though you're not really here, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And what's really funny, you guys, is when I'm crafting with my craft group, I go really, really quiet. And they say that I get there, I find out what we're doing, and then I just sit there and I'm in the zone. They pick at me because I go quiet. And then they say the next time they look up, I'm done and I've got this masterpiece in front of me. That's what they say. I don't know if I would call what I make a masterpiece, but that is really sticking down. There we go. Boy, that's really glittery. I am not going to add any more glitter to this one. Whoops. Don't want to glue them together either. And I know this isn't much fun, but I think we're dry enough that I can show you what I mean about cutting away. Let me make sure I'm still recording. I am. All right, turn it over to your back side. And I don't have glasses on, so I hope I don't cut my paper. Okay. Still a little sticky. Had a little bit sticking to the scissors. Now sometimes if you get enough on there, you can just pull it off, you know, pull it away. But I don't want to take a chance of you know, pulling it off the card. All right, so there you go. Now we'll just add a fairy, and I'll show you how to do that in the next video. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim these and let these dry just a little bit more because they are still a little goopy. And we'll come back, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.